Our president is making some frenemies this summer. At the White House today, Trump hosted the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, with whom he's had a somewhat contentious relationship. You know you have a hothead president when you have to defuse tensions with Canada, but Trudeau arrived in an Uber, as you can see. Meeting went well, I guess. Trump hasn't threatened to build a wall on the northern border, so... The president is having a bigly and busy week this week. He launched his re-election campaign in Orlando, and he made the cover of Time magazine, where it looks like they named him Desk Salesman of the Month. How is this a natural way to position your body? You can see in the interviews, Trump says, "My whole life is a bet." And yes, and right now the White House is running about as smoothly as one of his bankrupt casinos. Trump chatted with Time for about an hour. He had a lot to say. He again made the claim that no one in history has been treated as unfairly as he has. He said he's done more in 2.5 years than any president ever. He actually had someone bring him a list of his accomplishments. He had 72 bullet-pointed accomplishments, which ranged from won the election to saved a turkey's life at Thanksgiving. And at one point during the interview, he ordered Diet Coke by pushing a button. He has a red button that indicates he is in need of a Diet Coke. It's right on his desk. It's next to the pasta faucet that dispenses ranch dressing into his mouth. I thought that was interesting. Trump was on Fox News last night, being lathered with love by Sean Hannity. And among other things, the president boasted about the size of the crowd at his kickoff rally.
It was like being at a World Championship college football game where the score was tied going into the last minute. It was the entire rally. It was an incredible scene. And outside, there were thousands of people. And, I mean, we were asking people not to show up. We were saying, please don't come, letting the word out, because we had 121,000 people.
By the way, we searched everywhere today, found no evidence they asked anyone not to come. In fact, he tweeted multiple times to say they'd have food trucks and big screen TVs outside the arena. So anyway, the city officials in Orlando estimated the crowd at 19,792. So he's only off by about 100,000 people. It's not... This is another interesting McNugget from the interview with Time. Trump's campaign team has come up with a diabolical way to make money. Every time the president says or tweets something crazy, it causes a surge in online activity because people want to know what he said. So whenever that happens, the campaign floods the web with ads right at those moments to encourage his supporters to buy MAGA merchandise. Basically, they've figured out a way to monetize stupid, which is kind of smart, really. But Trump has been raking it in since he announced his intent to be reelected. They made almost $25 million the day after his pep rally, and there's plenty of exciting new merchandise for sale, including this incredible piece of shirt. This is... No, this is not the cover of a Kid Rock album. That is our president. Let's put that up on the wall so we can really take it in, okay? All right, let me show you what we have over here, because this is really something special. This is, you can see the President of the United States perched atop a runaway train, wearing what appears to be a championship wrestling belt with machine gun bandoliers across his chest. There's a large unexplained explosion behind him to symbolize America. And, okay, so up there you see a helicopter, seems to be firing missiles at a bald eagle. The bald eagle is also carrying a weapon of some kind, as eagles do. And then down here, honestly, down here, there's a little blue bird just kind of hanging out. I don't know if that's for Twitter or he's planning to deep fry it and eat it for breakfast, but there's the bird. And then up here, you see there's a flying saucer, a UFO, which means we need to send in the Space Force. And obviously, this shirt is available in tank top, too. So... Anyway, that's what you get your uncle for Christmas. Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel, and I am not allowed to eat this cookie until you click the subscribe button. So please click now. I'm hungry.